Like every day you go hard for whatever it is you want, you gonna see the dream closer and closer and closer. Don't shoot the shot, then fail to follow through. Don't sell yourself to the streets. You're not a prostitute.
Right.
Lights in that dark room. I'm trying to spark a few. Question of the day: what really bothers you?
I'm your host, Benny. You can catch me on Instagram at Benny_Margilla along with my co-host.
G, you can catch me on Instagram at Way to Go Smiles.
And we are Quotes by Many Podcast, man. Welcome, man. We hope everybody feeling blessed. We hope everybody is in a great mood today, man. We got a special guest today, man. How you feeling today?
I'm good. What's up, world? I go by the name of J Flow. JAYFLOW 301MD, man. I'm just blessed to hear.
Okay, Jay. Okay, Jay. I'm glad we got you here today, man.
For
like,
sure.
yeah, you really doing big things out here for the community, man, and that's a true blessing right there. So we definitely appreciate you coming through, man.
Appreciate y'all, man, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Jay, tell them a little bit about yourself and what you're doing, you know, just a little bit about how they can find you and things like that.
So, I'm from Hyattsville, Maryland, man. I grew up in Hyattsville. Little small city right by PG Plaza, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I went to private school, then I went to public school.
Okay.
Shout out to Charles Herbert Flowers.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Graduated from there, moved out to Glen Arden side.
Okay.
Been out there for like 17 years now.
Dang.
And just working out there, and then went to Bowie State University.
Okay.
Got my degree in communication, so shout out BSU.
Shout out to
Yeah.
BSU.
The first HBCU in Maryland, I had to stand that for sure. And then, you know what I'm saying, like from there, it was just like, I had to find my why, my niche for real.
Your why.
And I think that for me, I really wanted to go sports and do broadcast journalism. But shout outs to my professor, Dr. Thomas, because I always give him props when I say this. He basically saw me helping kids before I even seen it myself.
Dang. What made him see that in you?
Because he was like the vernacular, the way that I talked, the way you
presented yourself,
the way I presented myself. He was like, "Yo, you gonna be the one to really like reach the youth."
And that's a great thing. Like, we gotta let people know that you gotta carry yourself well. Like, you never know who watching. You never know what people can take from that. So you gotta represent yourself good, and that's a good thing. And what's important about that, like, you know, upholding your reputation and him seeing that in you, like that's a great thing for people to see that in you.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I ain't gonna lie, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have walked across that stage.
For real?
Like, literally, like, when I mean to tell me, like, he was more than just a teacher. He was a mentor. He made sure I was straight. Like, yo, Jay, you working, you know what I'm saying? You working your job, but you make sure that you got your classes. You know what I'm saying? What else you need? So, he literally was that mentor.
And having a mentor is definitely
that's a big thing.
It's a big thing because we need that guidance. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of things people don't know, and it's just to have somebody you can reach out to and, you know, give you that guidance is definitely needed in the community and needed in not even just as a youth, but as right now we still constantly growing. So as you growing, you need somebody to, you know, make sure your path is straight. You know what I mean? Make sure that you can learn from somebody else that already done been through where you trying to go. You don't want to make the same mistakes. Gee, I know you got your mentor, man. I know you love your mentor, man. Like, what mentorship do for you? Like, because a lot of people kids might look at it as like, damn, like, I don't, you know what I mean? But mentor, they might see that as cool. Or,
I'm one of the ones that say, like, everybody need a mentor. You know what I mean? You got to build that mentorship with somebody. You know what I mean? Sometimes, like, a mentor just cleared my, you know what I mean? Nah, make this decision. You know what I mean? Them questions that you ask yourself, you ask them, go with this.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it just make life a lot more easy when you got mentor. You know what I mean? They get to learn you more when you get to venting and talking to them about different things. They know they want the best for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they don't pretty much lead you in the wrong direction.
Nah,
and I think that's a big thing.
People
need that. People need that.
Yeah. So I feel like so what else? What's some key things that your mentor like taught you and installed in you that you still use now?
So like through school and college, it was Dr. Thomas, and I'm saying, like, we was locked in with communication, so like all that was dope. Like I said, I started.
What were some character traits that mentor taught you that just still stick with you? That still you like? Damn, I'm glad that He showed me that.
Oh, accountability for sure. Like that was definitely big. Like, okay, doing your assignments on time. That traveled with me like in everything that I do. All right, make sure that you
on time
for everything, or you're prompt. You show up. You know what I'm saying, being your best self. And I'm realizing like that's big too. And my community mentor, Miss Kimberly Marshall, Dare to Be Different.
Shout out to Miss Kim.
She basically taught me about like the community and like how to navigate like the whole notion of door to door and social media and word of mouth and flyers and everything like that and presentation. Like she's big on presentation, so that's what I'm learning now. Is like, okay, it's not just about the work, but it's just how you present it too.
And that's what I'm learning too. And I feel like that how you present it is just important as the work, because it's like it's still
it shows the work.
It shows the work and it tells the story.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like so, like with a lot of things, like when we do certain things, like when we record, like you know what I mean. I want to push it out quick, but I want it to really like tell a story. You know what I mean. Like I feel like when I sit back on it and dwell, and like some days different thoughts or different inspiration might spark. Like, damn, I should add this to the video, or I should do this to the video, and I feel like that's really like a good thing,
Nah, for sure.
Slowing down for sure is a great thing. Like I'm learning that patience.
Yes,
patience,
absolutely.
You know what I mean? Patience and really putting plays together with people to make more of an impact.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm already trying to work with you, put together an event and
do something
off the gate. Like that's
because it's big to network.
Yeah, it's big to network, and I think that's another thing too. Networking.
And that's the main thing I learned in college was networking, like just tapping into different people in different regions of the world, and just knowing how we grew up different, as I could learn different things from different people. Like network is like I think the awesome and best thing about college. I don't care about the curriculum. I'm also cared about like what stuck with me was the relationships I built, because I'm still communicating with them people now, like even from back from college. So I feel like them relationships is real solid.
Yeah, I feel like it's just safe to say that we all learn this, right? Because I think that's a top 5 for us, which is really, really good. Because like I said, you could never stop learning, because life never stop teaching, right?
You can never stop learning. You can never stop learning.
That's a good quote right there. Yeah. That's a good quote.
And let's wind it back, because we always do start our podcast off with a quote of the day. So we want to know, what's your favorite quote? Like, what's something that you live by and keep you motivated?
Man, the harder you grind, the bigger you dream.
Hey,
I'm just saying that because it's like literally like every day you go hard for whatever it is you want, you gonna see the dream closer and closer and closer. So like literally, I wrote that joint down in a notebook in 2014. The pandemic came, and literally I just picked that joint back up, and now it's a slogan for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And so, is it big for you writing down in a journal? Like, because I know G wanted to document his days and things like that. Do you think that's big in your journal? Was you documenting your days, or
yes?
And do you feel like that was beneficial for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Because like I'm big on writing things down. Like I know if I have a to-do list, I know I can get it done. Like that's just more so me.
More keep you focused.
You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy in the church as well. So like even with that, it's like I'm looking at like when I'm reading scripture and stuff like that, it's a scripture, Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, it says, write the vision to make it plain. So like I really feel like I resonate with that, and I'm like, all right, bet, write the vision, make it plain, whatever I need to do. Am I taking the steps towards it, or am I shying away from it? And if I'm shying away from it, what am I doing wrong? So I got it.
And I think that's great. Like write the vision, make it plain.
Yeah.
Write the vision, make it plain. And what you mean by that, by write the vision and make it plain? Because a lot of people, sometimes they trying to figure out their why.
Right.
And, sometimes it just don't come to you like when you start.
Right.
It might not come to you. So how do you figure out the why and write the vision and make it plain?
So when I wrote the vision and I was making it plain, it was more so like, all right, just focus on this right now.
Right.
Okay, then the next day, add more to it. I think sometimes, like for me, I know I would just write a whole bunch of things down.
Right.
But I think that when you do that, it's like you're all over the place. You're like, oh, okay, I'm here. Right. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I'm here. And you become unintentional, because it's like, okay, you're trying to do a million and one things, but you gotta slow down. Really, it's like, okay, one step lead to 2 steps, that lead to 3, that lead to 4. So it's like, that's what I realized. So just mapping it out and seeing what you was gonna do. And like I said, that's what I was able to do. Like July 5th, 2020, started the motivational videos. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then November 6th, I started the podcast, and then I would just record like every week, like every Saturday record, and then it led to the community events, that led to the speaking, that led to this. So now it's like 3 different vehicles for
3 different vehicles, but the same purpose.
Yes,
that's
alignment.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up, and that's what I'm pretty much learning. The slowing down thing, like that's just showing me a lot about myself, about the people around me. Like back to the purpose. Like my phone screen now is
right.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact, though. Nah, that's a fact. Because guess what? When you
That's what I'm.
I'm glad that you said something like the purpose is the purpose is more important because everything else is gonna come.
Right.
Yeah. Everything else is gonna come.
Facts.
Yeah, I feel like that's a thing too. Like when you chase the bread,
you chase.
It's unintentional. And it may not last long. It may not last long.
It's so many things that'll pull you. You know what I mean, to other doors and other rooms when you chasing the bread. And those could be all the wrong doors that you don't want to be in.
For sure.
You know what I mean? I look at people all the time turning down huge deals, Dave Chappelle and those guys like that. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't align with them. It's not within their purpose.
Right.
That money could have took them completely out their purpose.
For sure.
Right, facts.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Selling themselves. And like the purpose is pretty much what every day I wake up, that's what I'm on. It ain't about how much money I'm gonna make today and none of that, cause the purpose gonna be the bigger picture for me.
For sure.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Likewise.
Nah, for sure. The purpose outweigh everything.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right.
So tell me a little bit about that consistency, man. Like what made you get that confidence? Like it take a lot of confidence to, when you first started off to knock on somebody's door. Like they don't know you, you just a stranger. They just like, who you?
Right.
And you know what I mean? And like what gave you that confidence to keep going? Because I know doors got closed on you in that process. But what kept you inspired and kept you going? Like
it was really the kids, and it was really like the communities. Really, like we've never seen this before, or oh my gosh, like the language and how you did this presentation, or things of that nature. So that's what really kept me going, because I was realizing like the vernacular and being able to relate to the kids in a way. So when I spoke to kids, some of them were like, "Yo, you talking about language? You mentioned about TikTok and instant gratification and TikTok in a matter of seconds. I'm not realizing how much time I'm spending."
Right.
And they're like, yo, and then even some of the parents are like, yo, that was instant, IG, instant. Like, they're catching it. So it's like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm breaking it down in a way so they can understand. I think in a microwave generation, we like, all right, bet we put it in the microwave. We want the food to taste good, but all the food ain't going to taste good. So you got to take your time.
You got to take your time, that love and that passion that go into the food that really shows when you ain't really just microwaving it.
Right.
And that's good shit. And I was going to ask you, quick question. I was going to ask you about like how so people that's listening right now and that want to get out in the community, that want to be active in the community, how can they start?
Man, I just feel like whatever you feel is the biggest problem, tackle it. Like whatever the biggest problem is, like I knew for a fact, like when it came to being, in Prince George's County and like through these neighborhoods and things like that, like the fuel was really like just seeing, waking up every morning. Like I remember doing the spoken word, and I was like, I wake up, I say a prayer, then I start my day. I turn on the news, people wilding out, it's not okay. Generation lost, some crying for help, some preach unity, but they called on self. Don't shoot the shot, then fail to follow through. Don't sell yourself to the streets, you're not a prostitute.
Right.
Lights in that dark room, I'm trying to spark a few. Question of the day, what really bothers you? Like, when I was watching the news a lot, it's like,
and you made that's you?
Yeah.
Dang, huh? Dang, that's all right. Huh?
Yeah, like I would watch the news a lot. CNN, NBC, ABC, like all of it, Fox. And it's like the same stories, like a youngin' died, or what happened in this neighborhood, or this, that, and the third. And we never seen the positivity. And it's like, it's here. So we can
the news never show like positive. Like news is not, I try to get so many people to watch it, but don't feel it.
Right.
Because a lot of people
get information,
watch it, get to grab the information and just don't go into it. Because, man, the news is just sad. You know what I mean? You'll sit back and you'll get sad just by looking how many tragedies is going on.
For sure.
How much all about the loss, all negativity for, you know what I mean? Like, we gotta definitely push something bigger and create bigger platforms that other things is getting seen so we can make it a better place.
That's why we're all vital. Right. We're all valuable because, like I said, y'all have a platform, I have a platform. We all networking and we pushing positivity.
And that's what it's all about. And that's what this movement is all about with quotes. Inspiration, inspiring the youth, inspiring the people around us to keep going and to keep them uplifted, keep them growing. Like, because our brand is not a clothing brand. It's not none of that. It's a community. And that's why we want to come and touch the community, because these quotes are not from me and him. It's from everybody.
Yeah, that's love.
You know, that's and love. We want everybody to add wisdom to our quotes and our wisdom wine glass. We want all that inspiration, you know what I mean? Because you never know what somebody can pick out of that and read in and change their whole day around.
Heck yeah.
Because we've seen it countless times that somebody might be in a bad mood, come in here and they uplifted off the different quotes, the positivity, the vibe, you know what I mean? The energy.
Crazy,
because you're creating the atmosphere for real. Like, an environment, they're not thinking about, what I gotta go home to or this, that, and the third. Like, this is a whole atmosphere. It's a whole vibe for them.
It's definitely.
They feel like they're at home. So.
Right. And how you felt? And how you felt when you came in here? Like,
I felt like, like this is dope.
It's different.
I'm big on the art, so I like it. You know what I'm saying?
And it's different. I feel like it's different.
Behind the scenes, I had the Glennon talk, so that probably pulled you in more.
That too, man. It's love, man. It's love. It's love.
Yeah.
So, in your community, what you think needs to be changed, or in the community in the Black youth? Like, what do you feel like can need to be improved?
I think it's really the mindset. Really, like what is really important to us. I mean, like. I get the whole notion of, looking fly and looking sweet. I get that.
Yeah.
But we got to make sure that it's tangible, so that way they understand, like, what the back end is going to look like, for real.
And what do you think the back end look like?
Like, right now, it's more so like, okay, if we grinding, Monday through Friday, and we just trying to
get
fly, but we're not trying to, like, pour back. You know what I'm saying?
Generational wealth.
It's like we got to be able to build it. Yeah, we got to be able to build it somewhere.
It's about balance.
It's about balance.
It's about balance, and balance is going to keep us going forward. We got to grind and we got to have fun. So we got to show, we got to both sides. We got to grind and then we got to show love.
Right.
You know what I mean? We got to grind, then we got to show love.
Right.
Like, our community is supposed to be love-based.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you got more money than your man, help him out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's about balance. That's how y'all gonna get to the next level.
Right.
He gonna look at it like, damn, this nigga looked out for me. And
right.
He gonna look like, you know what I mean? It's all about, when I'm giving, it feel better than anything. It's the appreciation. The appreciation that you get from somebody. Like, when you giving and helping, that mean the world to me. Like, I realize I go home with a smile on my face.
That's how I feel.
Like crazy.
I know, like, all right, but I can sleep better.
Like people out there being stingy, man. If y'all only know that giving felt way better than being stingy.
Nah, for real.
You know what I mean? Like, you could seriously help somebody out and they can end up helping you out.
Nah, in the long run.
I mean, you show them first. You know what I mean? Like, as a leader, you show them that you can help somebody out.
Right.
So now they can learn that they supposed to help somebody else.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean? So we, as leaders, we gotta start leading. You know what I mean? Like, all of the leaders listening, I want y'all to know y'all gotta start leading.
Right.
You know what I mean? Doing the right thing. If you can't lead, you know what I mean? Like, you can't. You know what I mean? So
make sure y'all leading with the right foot first. Like, don't be out here, pushing the wrong narrative. Make sure you showing your community the right way. You know what I mean? Don't just be out here leading and giving false information.
Yeah.
So how you feel like, what's your definition of a great leader? The qualities.
Qualities of leaders, man. It get deep. I think one, you gotta be ambitious. You gotta be ambitious. You gotta know what your goal is. Goal is a goal, but the objective is like, what is the objective overall? Like,
right.
I feel like sometimes I get it confused. I'm like, but I had to scale back. And,
what helps you clear the two, the goal and the objective?
So the objective is like the overall, like where you see it down the line. Because sometimes it's like, okay, but I got this goal, I'm gonna stop. Because
goal could be the milestone.
Yeah, the milestone. Okay, but I got here, and then it's like, all right, but I still want to be hungry though.
Right.
I still want to be able to do that. And I think you gotta also be coachable too.
Yeah, that's teachable.
You gotta, like, because sometimes we're gonna listen to reply, and it's like, okay, it's not making sense. You telling me this, but I gotta listen to understand. Oh, okay, I understand this now. I get a better glimpse of this now. And also, you gotta be a team player.
Got to.
You gotta be willing to serve. Like I feel like that's the biggest thing. Like, it's so many doors that's open for me just by serving. Like, all right, bet we want you to be a part of this. Like, oh man, you know, I'm doing an event. Oh yeah, man, your logo don't got. Like, I wasn't even tripping. Like, oh, my logo ain't got to be on the flyer. I still pull up and still
still show love.
Still show love and like put the pride aside too and the ego aside and realize like it's really truly you know, collaboration.
Right, and we were talking about that the other day on our last podcast. Like, you gotta put your pride aside. The purpose is bigger than your pride.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Forget the gratification and notoriety of your name being on the flyer. As long as you there adding value,
right,
and you feel good on the inside that you know you add value. That's all that really matters.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people feel like they need the notoriety to feel like they is adding value, but you don't need all people to you don't need people to be like, how can I explain? You don't need people gratification to be like, damn, you adding to the mission.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't need people to be like, you doing a good job or pat you on the back to say you adding to the value to the mission. And I feel like
that's what people be stopping at as far as like Instagram. They waiting on
somebody to say good job.
Yeah, so many likes, man. This ain't did this. Right. Like, nah, it's still a cool pic or whatever you saying was still good stuff.
And that's what I'm
saying. You know what I mean?
Too.
Like, you gotta flip side it when you not getting them numbers that you want. Like, man,
not for sure.
They don't feel me yet.
They don't feel me yet. Right.
I'm past them right now. You know what I mean? So when they catch up to you, like, dang, Slim been on something.
Right.
That's like when you listen to
Nip.
You know what I mean? It's like people got caught
before their time.
It was before they time. They didn't know what he was talking about. So when he passed, it was like, oh yeah, he was talking some way back then. You know what I mean? Oh, this rapper was talking about this way back then. Like, conscious rap, they really be spitting.
Right.
But people don't be hip to him. To like, dang, he been said this and that meant that. But yeah, you got
Nipsey, one of my inspirations too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I got 3 Nip, Pac, and Bob Marley.
I ain't mad at it. That's tough.
And Bob Marley did big for the community, huh?
That's tough.
He was pushing love like
you the first person to say Bob Marley.
But you gotta think about his whole like agenda was about love.
Yeah, love, peace, and all of that.
They was trying to kill him.
They was at him.
I'm hip for about pushing love and peace.
Yeah, it ain't like that, Slim. So like those 3 right there. Rest in peace to them all. Like, all of them mean the most to me. And like, sometimes like I just go back and just listen to the music to keep me back on my track.
Do you feel like you was before your time?
That.
Do you feel like you was before your time?
Yeah, a lot of people was
when you was pushing when you was on your motivational videos.
Yeah.
We was getting. I know you started off getting 1 like, 2 like, 3 likes.
I was like, when I first started, I was like, bro, like ain't nobody liking this stuff, but I kept going. But then after that,
but nobody was liking it. Like, how you felt? Like,
I was discouraged. I was like, I'm gonna still do it, but I'm like, all right, bro. Like, I do that. That was fire, but all right, whatever. And I just kept going, and then I just realized like the way I was looking at it, it was like, nah, Jay, like just keep going because at the end of the day, like people gonna see it. And then that's what happened. Like people ended up seeing it, and then they were like, yo, we need more. So then I realized like, okay.
What was the post that turned it around?
I wouldn't say it was just a post. I think it was just the consistency of he's just constantly doing it every day. Like, who is this dude? Like, literally 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. Or
was this a script or was it from your heart?
It was literally from my heart every day. Okay. Like, whatever I felt needed to be said was said. Like,
facts.
Yeah. And that's what really happened. And then my mentor, she saw it and it was like, yo, I'm rocking with you. Like, yo.
So your mentor seen it. She was seeing it before she was a mentor or while she was your mentor?
She saw it before, and it was like, yo, like, you know, you got the podcast, you got the motivational videos. Like, if you want to lock it in the community, let's go. Yeah. And that's what it was. Like, she literally created that spark, and we was able to like feed the homeless down to D shelter, like D.
And she was showing you because she was already doing it.
Yeah, she was already doing it. She was just showing me the ropes,
right?
Yeah. Just showing me everything, and it was like, yo, okay, I'm here and I'm learning this. I'm like, all right, this is what the community event looks like. All right, bet. Now she's like, all right, bet. Let's partner and do this.
Right.
And I'm learning so much more. Like I said, that presentation part, like she big on presentation, like she like a big sister to me, cause like literally she makes her little girl good, like for real. She always make sure that, and then she like, yo, like making sure that you're doing this, making sure that you're, you know, following up, making sure that you're, you know, posting, liking, commenting, supporting other people. Because sometimes it's like, I feel like for us, you know, in our generation, we like, man, we want X, Y, and Z. Now, if it's not about us, but I realize like, nah, it's bigger than you.
I like that. Like,
it's bigger than you.
People, man, might say I like a lot of stuff on Instagram.
Right.
but I like just because of the small things that I see. Right. Like, I might see his logo on somebody else's picture. I'm going to like it just because I seen that logo. I don't care about the picture or what else in it. I'm supporting him regardless. Exactly. I supported that logo. Right. So when they start saying that his logo is on these and they get this so many likes or whatever the case may be, they might gratify to that. You know what I mean? Because people are like
based off. Oh, I see this many people like, fucking with it. So now I want to fuck with it.
I'm gonna fuck with it. You know what I mean?
So sadly, that's how it be.
That's how it be. So if I see,
now, so like, oh, I bet I'm gonna come and rock with you. And I had to learn that.
Or these type of people like your stuff. Right. Oh, my man like this joint too, so I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So it just started being like that. So I started like spread my arms as far as like the gram. If I like it, I'm liking it. Right, like I ain't gotta know you, none of that. I like it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Like, I'm on that joint trying to work. Like, I be on that joint like a job. Like, I be on that joint like a job. You know what I mean? Like, I put my pride aside. If I like something, I'm just now starting to like comment. I'm gonna comment way more. Right. You know what I mean? To let people know how I'm feeling. Because people might like that. You know what I mean? But comment and tell them why you like it, man. I like it because of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get people to come back to your page and see what you into.
Right, what you
like, yeah, we over here working. You know what I mean? I'm on the grind working. Like, it ain't got no, you only can do 100 likes a day. Nah, I'm liking everybody. My man posted this. Guess what? I'm going to their page. I'm liking their stuff because he posted it. Like, that's just how I'm going on that joint. Like, I don't be knowing people like that. We all together on there. You on Instagram, I got Instagram account too. Like,
and the support is so many different ways too. I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like, I know me in the community space and like speaking and everything. Like, I tell people all the time, man, support goes different ways. It can be like financial, or you just sharing something, sharing something. Like,
even listening to somebody, listening to somebody's support, man.
Nah, for sure.
It is.
You know what I mean?
And it goes a long way, and it's like at the end of the day, like people gonna remember that. Like for me, like people like, bro, you share a lot of people's stuff. I'm like, yo, it's dope to me. And it's a community thing to me. It's like, yo, this is how we be able to build. So like, you got to.
That's the only way we gonna build. That's the only way we gonna build.
We gotta come together.
That's the only, because we got get together and put our fundings together to do bigger things.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bigger things. We gotta do huge events. Like all these. Our peace jam should be crazy. You know what I mean? Different things that we throwing should just be crazy.
Yeah,
dope.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Even clothing lines, like let's put all the clothing lines together and get some logos on the shirt. You know what I mean? And just to be given out, or you had to be here to get this. Like they wasn't even selling it. The first 500 people got one of these. You know what I mean? Like we just need to start sticking together and showing the people unity and build that.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. And like I said, y'all doing it, man. So I want to say kudos.
No, we are.
It ain't no trying, man. You are, bro.
We are. Hey, we got to start using our, they say use your tongue different.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? So we got to talk different. And just like, we are doing it.
We are doing it. We might not do it on the scale that we want to now.
We not.
But we still doing it.
We not where we want to be, but
we
active.
Man,
you in the game. You active.
And they going to see we came to play.
Right.
You know what I mean? Hey, they in there. They ain't playing. You know what I mean? They going up. Like
facts. And what's some of the events? Let the people know about some of your events coming up. So they could tap in with you.
So as far as events coming up, we got an event September 23rd. Shout out to Good Intentions. I'll be speaking.
What's their Instagram?
So Instagram is Good Intentions INC.
Okay.
Yeah, Good Intentions INC. So we got that coming up.
Make sure y'all follow.
Like I said, we just had the back to school event at Glen Arden Library. That was a success. Over 400 book bags for the kids.
Y'all went crazy.
400 bucks. We had our back to school event. It went good. It went great too.
Man, that's all right, man. Shout out to y'all.
We reaching out.
Shout out to anybody that's doing work in the community.
Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the community.
Everybody in the community doing your thing, man.
Yeah, we had that. Dave and Buster's. We did the Dave and Buster's in June. We took 28 kids out there.
Right.
So that was love. Like I said, man, Dare to Be Different. Myself, No Opportunities Wasted, Bullet Academy. We all partnered together, and that's the beautiful part. Like
it's coming together,
and everybody coming together. And they, like I said, y'all make sure that y'all tap in with them as well and follow them because, like I said, at the end of the day, man, we for the people.
We for the people.
That's what it's really about.
And that's what the quote says all about. It's about being for the people. We are for the people. We are for the community for sure. And tell them a little bit, like, what do you think is more effective to people that want to get started? Do you feel like door to door or just posting on Instagram?
Like I said, it's more than just figuring out like what their favorite subject is. For me, it's literally like, okay, what is your dream? What is your idea? What is your goal? And how can
equipping them with these resources.
Can we make it a reality, really, for you?
Yeah, because you can do anything you put your mind to.
That's a fact.
And what's your ultimate goal with this, with the youth and all that? I know uplifting them and, you know, putting them on the right track, but what's your overall mission? Like, where you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years?
Now we're gonna have a building. We're gonna have a Grind Hard Dream Big building where we teach them everything.
And that's what I wanted to do with Coach. Like, I wanted to get like a little community center, even if like not a community center, but like a room where we had computers and had some people come with tutor and you know, show them different things, like show them how to tie a tie, you know, how to put on a suit and things like that. I don't even have to be a whole building. We could have something just as big as this and just have 6-7 computers and different games or game system or something they could come to, or have different tables and have tutors in there so y'all can come get your homework done or something. Just keep you out the streets.
Yeah, that's what we need. I mean, like I said, and then like I said, these field
trips. I learned that a lot of what's some joint rec centers closed down.
Right,
like they ain't got as many rec centers as we had growing up.
Why they closing down?
I think maybe people not even really being active in them.
Right, because everybody on their tablet. Everybody, you know, as a kid, we used to want go to the court, ball, you know what I mean? Go to the pool.
We was outside, man. Like, we wasn't really
they don't got
like
it, though. Like, they don't got it.
No, I think they got it. It's just the fact that, you know, they got Roblox, Fortnite, and all that. And they just stuck to the game so much. It's like, okay, let me go ahead and go outside. They go outside. But guess what? They on the tablet with their homie. Like,
right.
I bet.
Yeah,
this is a way to change.
Kids' communication is not the same. They're not active and really talking. They hella shy.
Right.
And I think that's why a lot of them wearing a mask, because they shy of other things. And like my nephew, he used to wear this joint all the time, the crib, all that. Like every time you see him, he got his mask on.
COVID joint?
Yeah, I'm like, man, take the shirt off. That's why I think they be wearing them little shiesty masks and all that. Just
it's crazy how you said that.
They blocking they shy, man. For real. Like they shy because you covering pretty much your whole face.
All you see is your
eyes. Right.
You take that joint off.
It's crazy that you said that,
man. Take that joint off, man. Like, ain't no good look.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Like, I want the men in the community to be confident with who they is. Right. You know what I mean?
You gotta hide behind a mask. You ain't gotta hide behind anybody.
Hide behind nothing. You know what I mean? Be you.
Be you.
Like, being you that's what a doll is.
Right.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You gotta be a authentic self. Yeah.
And
that's something I'm learning too, to be honest with you, because I feel like, you know, with the pandemic and everything, like, I know everybody had their mask on, but I finally took mine off. Like, as in, like, yo, I'm gonna just walk in my purpose. Like, I'm not about to sit there and be shy no more. Like, this is what I do.
Right. Yeah, this is who I am.
This is what I am.
And where that confidence come from, like, dang, this is what it is. Like,
I feel like I was just always
a lot of people want to start or do certain things, but they not as confident. They don't feel like they ain't fucking with me, so I'm gonna just give up and let go.
I just kept going, bro. Like, I remember times I got booed. People were sitting there trolling, saying,
for real?
Like, yeah, people would troll, be like, look, man, like, nah, man, this is not you, man. Like, nah, why would you do this or this, that, and the third. People would sit there and be like, okay, I get it, but, you know what I'm saying, this ain't hit with me. This ain't registered. But I just kept going, like, it's cool. Like, every message ain't for everybody.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, bet. But then the same people that said that, they
double back.
And then it was like, oh, man, like, that really helped. And I'm just like, you know, I'm glad I can help. Like, thank you. Because at the end of the day, it's like remaining humble and just walking in your purpose. Because, like, those little distractions will come, but you just got to turn them joints off.
You got to turn them up.
You got to turn them joints off, bro. Turn your hustle up.
Turn them
distractions off, bro.
Right. Yeah. So how your schedule is? Like, how you early bird?
Oh, I'm an early bird, man. I ain't going to lie. I'm up 5 in the morning. I literally pray, journal, in my Bible, go work out. You know what I'm saying? If I run, lift weights for a second, then I'm saying the work. You know what I'm saying?
Straight to work.
Yeah, every morning though. And I'm reading books too.
Do you? What's the point of that? Staying knowledge and like reading.
I just feel like you can, like I said, you can never stop learning, man.
Right.
Like for me, I'm big on, like I said, like God, family, foundation. Like, we was talking about Nipsey earlier.
Right.
Like, know what I'm saying? Like, I remember in the song Road to Riches, like, he had a line that said, kids tell me they're the reason that they finished school. And if it wasn't for the marathon, they wouldn't see it through it. Yeah, so that really, like, stuck with me. I'm like, dang, like, now realizing that in the journey and how I'm connecting with kids, some of the kids are like, yo, like, I remember what you told me back then. And then they'll sit there and, remind me of what it was and stuff like that. So,
and do you tap in with your kids, like, often? Like,
yeah,
once
absolutely.
a week?
Yeah, definitely. I'm probably checking on them maybe, like, 2-3 times a week. Like, yeah, what's up? What's going on?
And then you pull up on them or you just call them?
I pull up on them if need be, but I definitely communicate with them. I let them know that I'm active. I'm here.
Nah, for real. That's all right, man. And we appreciate you, man, for coming through, man.
Come on, man. It's all love, man.
It's all love, man. And what's something that you will tell your younger self?
Man, my younger self, man, I would just say, man, be patient and stay the course. Like, regardless of what you thought it was, you know what I'm saying? It really wasn't what you thought it was in the first place. Like, and I mean that to say, like, just stay in the course and stay humble and, like, just don't rush.
Don't rush, yeah. Take it slow.
You got to inspire before you expire. You got to inspire before you expire.
That's real right there. Make sure y'all stand inspired, inspiring the people next to you. You never know what inspiration you spark. You know what I mean? A lot of people might not say it. You know what I mean? They might not say like, yo, you inspire me or you doing this and that. But as long as you on the right track and you setting the right example, you setting the inspiration. And you know what I mean? Because you never know who watching. And before we get up out of here, we gonna get you to pick a quote about the jar and let it know what it mean to you.
I bet. Let's see.
You might get something wild, so if it's a cuss word, put that back in there.
I got you. I like this one though, right here.
Okay, what it say?
Make every day count.
Man, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like make every day count. Like you literally gotta do that. Like, what steps am I taking? Am I closer to the goal or am I away from that jump? So
right. And those small steps add up.
Yeah, they do.
You don't gotta
small wins add up too. I'm
telling you. Yeah, a lot of people think you gotta do big, gigantic leaps. Nah, them little small steps get you right the way you want to be, right where you need to be. You just gotta be patient. Anything, G, you want to let them know before we get out of here?
Nah, man, just stay true to you, man. Just be you, man. We gonna meet at the finish line.
Nah, for sure. And make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the bell at the bottom. Make sure y'all And make sure y'all like, subscribe, hit the bell at the bottom. Y'all can pull up on us. Quotes, Chapter 3, 6375 Old Branch Avenue. Make sure y'all pull up. We got a networking event each and every Thursday. 8 o'clock, man. Come catch a vibe, man. It's definitely a beautiful thing, man. We appreciate you, Jay, for coming through.
I appreciate y'all.
Anything you want to let them know, let them follow you.
Yeah, man, look, keep God first. That's what I tell y'all, man. Keep God first. Like I said, shout out to God, shout out to my family, shout out to my support system. Everybody that work with me, man, appreciate y'all. I want to be able to work with, more people.
For sure, same here.
For sure. Let's really lock in, man. This community over competition, man.
We definitely gonna lock in
each and every single day, like community over competition. Each and every single day, I'm like
community over competition
for real, man. And like shout out to my mentors, Dare to Be Different and Backpack Jeff, man.
Ooh.
Love y'all. I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. And you already know, man. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. We going up.
Ooh, we going up.
We going up, man.
You know who big on God?
Who?
Deion.
Oh,
Deion Sanders, man.
Yeah.
He's showing them with walking the walk and talking the talk.
You got to, man.
He keeping God first.
You got to, man.
You got to.
Hey, you can't beat nobody like that,
man. You can't win like that. You got to keep God first.
Hey, Slim, you gotta stay connected.
You gotta stay.
It is, man.
Prayed up,
man. We appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate all the support. Like he said, we love y'all, man. Keep liking, keep subscribing.
Make sure y'all follow these guys.
Make sure y'all follow us at Quotes by Men.
What they doing is not easy.
I'm telling you, it's not easy, man. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, man. A lot of work behind the scenes, man. But our purpose is worth more than all the hard work. It's all gonna pay off. So we gonna keep coming with consistent content for y'all that's gonna keep inspiring. We appreciate you, Jay.
Man, for sure, man. All love, man. Appreciate y'all.